All right, y'all. All right, this is going to be part three of me going in the book for the last time, and I'm going to wrap this one up. Got to hit some key points right here. This says the Gypsies, then, who we have already seen described as Moors, were also known as Saracens, the term being indifferently used in heraldry and in the old romances. The Gypsies, also under their Scandinavian title of Tartars, are identified with the Mongolian hordes, the terror of Europe in the 13th century. That was Genghis Khan's empire that they basically then tried to cover up the history of. So basically, they're telling you that the Gypsies are the Moors, are the Tartars. You get what I'm saying? Like, they're not connecting the dot that because they shared culture and bloodlines. Thus, the Moors or Saracens, the Danes, and other kindred races, and the Gypsies are virtually the same people under different names. Moors, Saracens, Danes, other kindred races. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's man, there's so many levels of this. Say Gypsies formerly had a distinctive costume consisting of a turban-like headdress of many colors together with a large cloak worn after the fashion of a toga over a long loose underskirt. And what did it say down here? The complexion, a tawny olive, was compared by the Plymouth Pilgrims, 1622, to that of the Indians of North America. You're saying the Gypsies and the Indians is the same people. All right, hold on one second. Let me flip through these pages. I got too many pages up. Let's see. The high cheekbones and the aquiline. He talking about the Mongols. There's the dark skinned people over there, the Black Huns and all that. Because whether as gypsies or as black Huns, they seem to unite the Mongoloid with the Australoid races, blah, blah, blah. The high cheekbones and the aquiline nose combine with their complexion to render them European counterparts of the races encountered by the Pilgrim Fathers in North America. Yeah. There's a great deal in the foregoing description to remind one what has already been said regarding ancient Britons, with whom as Moors, Saracens, and Hungarians, or Ogres, or Cimbri, or Danes, they are historically identified. You know what I'm saying? Like, these many different names, same people. Y'all gotta excuse me. Putting the phone down. Just trying to skip these pages and hold some others. An account of the Gypsies of the Pyrenees, Blubberlip, Saracens, and Moors of tradition and heraldry. The Scandinavian know the Gypsies as Tartars, who identified them with the Hungarian races of Huns and others. It's levels to it, y'all. I'm just trying to point it out. Let's see. The farther back one looks, the more do the Gypsies become visible as armed marauders and not as mere vagrants, suggesting a time still farther back when they formed a vast Tartar confederation. Hey, Tartary. For all them Tartary buffs out there. All right, here go one right here for you. Just as the white races have intermingled with the swarthy native men, so has the language of the white men become amalgamated with the black speech of the Moors, until at length it is difficult to decide what Gaelic really is. And he states that various theorists with varying success have traced a different kinship between it and the language of the Jolloffs, an African tribe, the Lenni Lenape of North America, who do identify as Moors till this day, the Lapps, Ostiaks, and other North Siberian tribes, the Jews, and the Phoenicians. All which supposed connections he regard with something like contempt. He mad that whoever this dude was, he mentioned and is mad that he was finding all these distinct characteristics. Let's see. Gaelic words are of Jewish and Phoenician kindred. I'm telling y'all, there's a whole lot that's hidden. Let's see. Okay, let me see. I'm just skipping through the book, showing y'all, giving y'all little nuggets. It is not so very long ago that the American meant a red Indian. Wesley, I believe, somewhere calls the native people dark Americans. Yeah, they called us red too. You see how the light hit my skin? Yeah, they called us red. They call us the copper colored people. You just put a penny on my hand right now. You know, pennies, copper comes in different hues. That's what they're saying. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Did I lose the part I was on? Try not to. So it's at the middle. It's saying, like the Moors of 12th century Moray or those of 19th century America. Who was these Moors of 19th century America? They were killed, transplanted, or placed upon reservations. Who that sound like? To make room for people who have not fully entitled to be styled peaceful, were at least not persistently combative. When the Roman Catholic Church took over there, remember they were kicking out anybody who didn't practice, who were practicing Islam and Judaism. What did this say? Wigwams of the native of island of Jura in the year 1772. This is something somebody drew. Now, this is distinctly an encampment of gypsies. What they say? Gypsies living in a wigwam. Or of Lapps of Northern Asiatics or North Americans. It is turf-covered Guam. The Lapps, it is the same as that of the Red Indian camp. They telling you it's the same people on both sides of the water. And their dwellings form one of the very numerous links that unite the painted Moors of Scotland with certain kindred races in Europe, Asia, and America. Y'all seeing that? The Moors painted their faces. Let's say it is a Gaelic sense of covering for the body. It is found among the Moors of North America. Well, how come Moors of North America? Well, why don't they tell us about the Moors of North America? It is not so very long ago that the conventional gypsy was of an almost black complexion. And in 1861, the Indians of New England, or Moors, as they were styled by the settlers, ain't call them Indians. They came over there and called these people Moors, were pronounced by William Penn to be as black as gypsies. All the same people. How many different things were they calling us? Moors, Indians, gypsies. We were on both sides of the water, people. To say then that those Indians made themselves as black as gypsies may signify that the gypsies of 1681 were distinctly blackamoors. Are y'all getting it? I mean, some things are just so blatant that nothing else really needs to be said. Let's see. I saw some other stuff real quick for us. The black wheel, because the Mohawks were black-skinned men. Black-skinned men. Y'all start. It's hiding in plain sight. You got a lot of people places in America called what Mooresfield and Smithfield are contiguous to each other and were once pictured as containing populations possessing the same characteristics. The Blackamoor Tinker connection is equally visible on either side of the river. You have so many Smithfields, towns and towns named Smithfield all over North America. There's not a lot more to be said when it comes to this particular book, but I encourage you to get it. David McRitchie, Ancient and Modern Brits. Wholeness.